I slept like 4 hours ago.
Can I take out these ones? Yeah, nice. What about these walls? They give good material. Jazzy, have you had a look at Icarus? What do you think of it? Apart from the fact that it, you know, all I've seen is it running terribly and people complaining about it. But actually, the game, I haven't played Death Stranding. I kind of want to. I want to make sure I turn off the online co-op crap though. I don't want any of that nonsense happening. Poor performance, cool concept, not done well but still fun. Okay. That's generally the big takeaway I was getting from it. Do you think there's enough soloable content in there? Because pretty much everything I saw was people co-oping. Same devs as DayZ. Didn't they want to finish DayZ first before starting their next 20-year early access venture? Almost impossible for solo. Yeah, so that's the thing. It'd be like, what happens when no one's playing it anymore and you want to do drop in, drop out? Or if you're on at a time zone, which is terrible for that. I mean, if I've got to grind everything up, we might as well upgrade everything to 100% as well, even though that's kind of irrelevant. Just get a better time zone. Well, it doesn't change, yeah. and be close enough to where lag isn't a thing. There's a absolute truck ton of steel in these walls. If you travel, does it eat up game time? No, I'm pretty sure. Oh, hang on. I think fast travel is instant, but that could potentially be a good cheese. There's been a lot of things that have been cheesable in the game. That would be a great one. Let me get some more wall and then set up some lumber and some titanium. even numbers here. Come on. So we're at 8:30. Let's travel over here. And it's 8:32. It's 8:34. Oh, dude. Okay. Is it actually quicker or does... Yep, fast travel's 2 minutes. So we can like go through the motions of fast traveling. It's like 300 times. And save ourselves a bunch of actual waiting. Plus I'll be doing something instead of just doing nothing. Genius. I think I'd rather have a nap though. Was sadly actually an improvement though. How long do the minutes take normally? Okay, one. Possibly the same amount of time. But it felt like it was going faster. Yeah, this would have been super handy when grinding up for this. It's like a really bad house beat. Hello, Miss Pepper. Can you hear the noise? You want to come say hello? Come on. No? Here, come here. What's wrong? Have you been eating too many treats? You don't want to jump. Come on then. What are you doing awake? Chloe. Chloe. He's the cutest puppy dog in the world. little puppy go? Yeah? Can you say hello? Yeah? Camera's over there. Go look this way. Look there. Who's the cutest? Who's the cutest? Oh, watch Mum go. Take a treat. He's obviously woken up. Wanted a snack. Yeah, Bonfire likes snacks. You having another run at Last Stand, Bonfire? Alright, I've cleared out the bottom wall. Now, let's see what upgrades we can do. Upgrade all the things. Build a 5 for no reason. Oh yeah, right. Shield can do with an upgrade. I can upgrade the builder's kit. I need some more wheat if we wanna. We can plant some wheat, then we can upgrade the animal treats. Upgrade our shiny piece of metal and the shock absorbers and the rabbit's foot. That's everything. Okay, so we need some wheat. We want to upgrade the animal treats. Fine, I'll upgrade the builder's kit. Right, let's go south and plant some wheat in with the potatoes. Fiddle-dee-dee. We can continue on with mission turn caged suburb into flatlands. Oh, the silos. How much brick is that? Oh. Well, there you go. Anyone who's going to grind that, the silos have 15 brick in them. I don't know if you can take it out with a... We'll have to see if you can take it down with a sledge, though. So we'll go travel to another farm and we'll see if we can take down the silo with a sledge. Because if you can't, then that's just another kick in the nuts, right? Should plant the wheat first. I don't plant carrot, idiot. Outstanding. Did you put that in there, Jazzy? Because I said, Okay. I like it. Should be a drinking game. That's right. Time to call Peter. Yeah, get her in here as well. She likes a good fisting. You can take that whatever way you like. It doesn't change the fact that it's true. The lady from the pet support commercials. Hi, I'm here to ruin your day. Do they show those commercials in Australia? No. Yeah, most of the commercials are locally done. I think occasionally there'll be something for some products that would be the same. Yeah, they'd have to, like, probably the closest you'll get is they'll redub them and change the script slightly for localization because we don't have quarters. And more likely than not, because those so-called not-for-profit organizations want to make money, then they need to charge off it. So it'd be like for as little as $2 a day. I think what sucks the most about those is that the information they give is technically true. For as little as that much, you could do some good that would help that. However, by using their service, you're actually going to put that money towards the production of the next advertisement and the jobs of all the people that work in making that ad for the company, and the lawyer that they have on retainer, and the general manager that they have that's taking a massive pay, a massive salary, and all these other people that all the funds go to just paying their salary, and almost none of it is actually going to go to the cause. And whatever they do have left over that they think is going to the cause is going to get mismanaged and just get wasted away into almost nothing. And unfortunately, one chunk of the money goes into political donations. I think is probably the term I'm looking for, or the closest that everyone will understand. so that certain policies don't come into play to legislate more transparency with not-for-profit organisations. They're lobbyists. There are non-profit charity monitoring groups that give you a good idea of what percentage money is raised goes towards objectives of those groups. Yes, but even those ones, the problem still lies with just because the money's leaving the company to do something doesn't necessarily mean it's being used well. And where those ones unfortunately can't do much is when the money that goes into spendings for outside of the charitable company, so that it looks like it's going towards the cause, gets absorbed in the country that it's being spent in. You put a Steam link to the meme? Stream, you put a link in stream to it. In stream. In Discord? Some of the best ones that have been around, and unfortunately it's not, like the ones that are really, that most people want to put towards, the ones that are going to help people in third world countries, and unfortunately they're the ones where, even if you get a charity that doesn't lose a lot of money with overheads and their management costs and all those other things, and has a reasonable output of money, what seems to be towards the cause, those are the ones where governments over in those countries and the corrupt officials get usually grab a higher percentage than the charities that are staying inside first world countries. And that's even worse, it's like, because the officials over there go, oh, I could just basically take this and no one can do anything about it, and they do. Words are hard, not enough snacks. Yeah, fair enough. So usually if you're actually wanting your dollars into charities to mean something, the best bet of recent years have been the ones where they promise for every X you donate, this will happen. The two that come straight up top of mind are like Team C's and the Team Trees that Mark Rober and Mr. Beast did, where, well, the Team Trees ones, which is still available, for every US dollar that was donated, they guaranteed the planting of a tree. So there's something tangible related to that. It goes towards this fund that could do this or do that. Like, all that's been laid open says, where they say for every dollar we will do this. And the current one, the Team C's, is for trash removal from the ocean and waterways. Every dollar is I believe £1 of rubbish collection. And there's a lot of other ones that do that, where there's an actual tangible thing that happens in relation to the money donated. Oh, we can make the bone broth. And some of those, though, like some of them, you won't know what percentage of the dollar it actually costs to do that, but you're getting told, for this dollar, this is what's happening. So it's less worrying about what it could be spent along the way, because you're at least knowing what you're going to get for, so the tree one, you donate $20, you know that they're going to plant 20 trees. So even if 15 of those dollars it gets lost in overheads, which is really high, but at least you still know what you're getting for the money. Whenever you give food, no, it's really bad. A lot of that food goes into waste. Mostly because for food drives, when they're going towards like homeless or people that are stuck with food, and what everyone does is they clean out their pantries with like either old or expired crap they didn't want to eat. And homeless people and people that are down on their luck, well, you know what they eat? The same food that everyone else eats. They don't want, they can't eat expired food. They're not going to eat old, crappy canned goods that no one wanted and, just got donated and, some of them will, unfortunately, but most of the time that, a lot of the food in food drives doesn't make it anywhere. Yeah, so the food drives are evolving, which is really good, to sort of, instead of having people bring in some old food that they don't want, when you can put money towards the food drive, which then sources, fresh food to take to, like food bank centres and then distribute it, or ones that will send produce directly to food kitchens, so that then they can because they get much better bang for buck if they're getting staples like flour and rice and stuff, and they can actually make meals out of it. Yeah, those ones are good. The buy a certain packaged food box that gets sent to someone. At the extra super, they take what you just bought. Yeah, those ones they're still pretty good, but better than a lot of the other options. But where they fall short is that now it becomes the transport of actual food. Some of them are set up in a way that they'll take that, like if you buy something in the supermarket and donate that, they'll take that, put it back on the store, take the dollar value and put that into like a fund, because it's easier to send the money somewhere where it's needed and then get food locally than it is to actually give the actual food to somewhere. I was cooking this bone broth. And that's the last cooking. Melee attack speed. You can't trust blindly. Yeah. But even if you can trust blindly, like if you're in a location where either nationally or on a state level or even your little city that you've got things that you can trust, it still doesn't change the fact that it costs more to transport physical goods than it does to fund something that can then use the money to source locally. So for using the food example that we're talking about, getting a whole bunch of preservable foods or even some fresh foods that are going to be used right now versus using the money to get bulk staple supplies that goes to a kitchen, which then they can cook into meals. But at any point, you'd never want to dissuade someone from wanting to do good if it is actually going to do good, because everything helps. But unfortunately, there's a lot of systems that allow so-called charitable companies to take advantage of people's nature to want to actually do good. And it's usually they will when they're presented an opportunity to. I had an associate who, for a time, was doing cold calling for charity. And he thought it was great because when he signed up for it, because he needed work at the time, and he was telling the story to us years after the fact, he thought it'd be good because he could work from home. It was just enough money that he needed to get him through. He was, while he was trying to look for difference because he was in between jobs, and this opportunity came up. And he thought, plus I get to do a little bit good on the side. It sort of ticked a lot of boxes. He had to his hourly quota was 80% of his hourly pay rate. And he didn't, it wasn't until like he did the training stuff at the start and then got his hourly pay and whatnot, and then it got to the point where he was actually doing live things and everything was fine until he realized that, his quota was less than what he was getting paid per hour. And the reason is that if charities make, and this is in most developed countries, there's a system where if a charitable organization pulls in a certain dollar value from X number of people, there's usually a calculation. So you can't just, falsely just go, okay, I'm going to be a charity and send one to myself. It needs to be like a very large number of people. And it's usually calculated on the average sort of, depending where you are, like the $20 or $30 average donation per head. You've got to hit hundreds of thousands of dollars. So that's, tens of thousands of people. But if they do that, then there's usually an application that it's just meet these criteria, and then you get a government. What would be the word? Well, the government chips in, right? Because obviously, if you've got enough, the calculation is based that says if enough people are giving money for this, then that's how they evaluate the charitable cause. And it's usually based on the population of the country and some other economical factors. So it makes it really easy for the government to say, well, if this many people are putting in this much money, then that's something that our society wants to contribute to. So we've got this amount of funds to spend on stuff like this on an annual basis. But those calculations come from the donation dollars and the number of donations from households. So businesses worked out that they don't have to run at a charitable profit for that. They can run at a loss, and then the government the government contribution to that cause then will be this much, which then goes to paying wages of management and other overheads, and whatever's left over can maybe go to the actual cause. And most of the charities are set up with that in mind, that the idea is we just need to make this much money so we can get this government contribution, that'll pay my wage and your wage and all these other wages and bills and stuff, and we break even, and that's great, and we have all these people doing cold calls for us. And what really sucks at that is that that's money that, people were willing to have go to good causes because they thought it was going to a good cause. And even though the company's set up to go to a good cause, it's got very, very low percentage of money exiting it to do that. Some of it does though, because there's stipulations for you've got to have that plan set up so that money does go to where it's going, and you've just got to release that data to whatever the governing body is. Can I punch the stumps of big trees? Oh, that's a good question. No, Sag. But yeah, he did that for however long until he got another job, and then absolutely hated the idea of it because it was just literally getting people who would normally be happy to, chip in and help out a good cause. Then next time they get a call from someone else and they're like, oh, I've already donated this month or this year or however often I do. Can we sleep yet? Oh, we're sleeping, chat. We are sleeping. That was refreshing. 4 hours to go. Right. 7:50 something on this day. So at 4 a.m. we can sleep again. Come here, deer. Oh, I can pet the deer now. Maybe because I'm a higher level. Oh, look, the deer loves me. What games do we all have on our Christmas lists? Anything coming out? Anyone waiting for something to go on sale? Or something recent-ish, maybe? Can upgrade the deer treats now. I haven't tried Dyson Sphere. I'm familiar-ish with it. I think it might even be on my wish list. Well, we've upgraded all the things. We've obtained everything. We just need to sleep 4 hours. Which we can do in another 18 in-game hours. And I think, if I check on Steam, we have 32 of 34 achievements. We wait a couple years after release, so it's a proper game. Yeah, it's sad that that's where we're in. I need to escape the island and complete all the side quests. Wait, there's a side quest I haven't done? What side quest haven't I done? Alright, so here's a problem though. I've gotten all the points of interests. Which show the quests. There's nothing left to do. Now, what we can do is pull up the side quests and see if I've done them all. If not, we can go do one. Which is important. Well, the only thing I can think of is if complete all the side quests triggers when you've completed all the quests, not just all the side quests. But it is only showing 99% on... Oh man. Okay. I got a list. Apparently escape the island is one of the quests, which makes sense, but it's not a side quest. Crowbar. Necessities. Stop monsters regrowing. Yep. Being stronger. Fast basketball. Yeah. Farming basics. Yeah. Oh, hang on. Myth tablets and buried treasure. They're not there for a while. How many do I have? Right, I need to move that list from there to somewhere that I can delete them as I tick them off. Where's paste bin? There we go. And paste bin's a great thing. Okay. Crowbar, basic, stop monster respawning. Yep. Getting stronger, farming basics. Stronger. That's the farming one. Farming, fast basketball. Fast basketball. That was the first time we saw the ones that spawn enemies. Okay, graveyard shift and haymaker. There's graveyard shift. Haymaker. Mysterious obelisk. Fish, you were here. Chromo likes a good pun. Buried treasure, strange energy. There's buried treasures. There's strange energy. Myth tablets, preparing for winter. Now, unfortunately, this doesn't prison break-in, sweltering heat. Time doesn't go while we look at this, but I need to make sure I got them all. Mortar and pestilence. Shelter defense. Wolves hunt in packs. Phony shipment. Oh, that was the way I destroy all the telephones. That was good. Broken northern terminal. Done. Sawmill building basics. Bridge too far. Endless trash. Got that one. Broken southern terminal. That one. Smeltering builder basics. Got that one. On the track to nowhere. Yep. Convoyage. I remember that one. That was terrible. Getaway cut short. Yep. The first expedition. Yep. The last stand. Good game, last stand was. A way forward. And the Polaris Express, yeah. A small key opens big doors. Yeah. Fabricator basics, yeah. Open the floodgates, done. Cool head, hot feet. Displaced. Only a northern throng. Scavenger hunt. That was a fun one. I really like that one. Dirty money. Foul play. Port of call. The Ark. Fangman cometh. Under and out. King's log. Volcanic trail. Okay, so There's a bunch of... Oh, you rip what you sow. How did I not... Oh, I got that one. Missed that one. And Broken Link Tower. I missed those ones. I missed those two. Maniac Mansion. So it must be a quest somewhere that's not a point of interest. I wonder why that is. Missing the sleeping metal, maybe. No, I'm missing a quest, side quest. Which is why I'm looking up the quests. It is there. Metals are there. It also measures how far into the metal you are. So, while we wait for me to find out when I can sleep. But this quest isn't a point of interest, which is really weird. Like, why would you... Oh. Alright, we have something we can actually do. Instead of just waiting. So, luxurious log villa. Yep, that's where we're going. So where's the closest get buzzed into luxurious log villa? Probably Westport. Can we go straight there? Yeah, up there and around. Yeah, okay. All right, let's buzz into Westport. Now that we've done everything else we need to do, except sleep for 4 hours, which we can't quite do yet. Oh. I can bake big trucks now. And the big concrete walls and stuff. Okay, so apparently, not confirmed, apparently there's a side quest in here. That is not a point of interest. I wonder how many of the other quests, side quests weren't point of interest, but you just found them somewhere. Now these enemies are all dropping 2 items, which means this zone's been ascended. So at some point we came through here and killed all these enemies. Right, so we've been here. Where's the quest? Sorry, in the what? At the back. The door is open via a keypad. Okay. Where's the quest marker? Need to open it? I couldn't. Like I didn't know. We've been unable to open the building behind the log mansion. It is protected by an electric keypad, and it seems like the code is spread throughout the mansion, overrun by these monsters. Oh, there's the quest starter. There is a building locked with a key code behind the log mansion. You should search the code inside for the luxurious log villa. Search the code inside the mansion. Right. Okay, so... yeah. Some of the quests have a quest marker indicator. Others don't. They just start when something happens. That one starts when you read the thing. The reinforced building behind luxurious log villa is open. What might be inside? So I don't even get to search for the code now. I've completed the quest. I just got side hustle done. I need to check the house now. And because I'd already looted the thing, it just automatically completed. Yep. Alright, so we didn't actually get to do the quest, because... reasons. I thought we were going to have something to do. Can I sleep now? I slept like 4 hours ago. We only have to wait 16 hours. I thought we were going to actually get to do something. And we would have had a quest to do. Why do you use quest icons, peoples? Use quest icons. Nice mansion you got here. It's a shame if someone kopeshed it. It can break some of the metal though. It gets radiators. Yeah, that just massive splurge of I wonder why I can't get that radiator. I need to keep leveling so I exhaust all the perks. I was wondering about that. I went and checked to see if that was an achievement to be max level in every perk. It's not. Thankfully. Big auto junk area, the cars. We did that as soon as we got the sledgehammer. Naughty Pine.
I'm alive. Had to jump into research. My winter work is waning and I wonder if I want to be willfully employed elsewhere.
Oh, Naughty Pine, that's sad. I think maybe it's time you go for the Twitch reinstation at work. If people are allowed to listen to music on YouTube while they work, you should be allowed to listen to music on Twitch while you work. Hey, that's 2 years and 9 months. That's a Twitch baby month. A Twitch baby month, Naughty Pine. Thank you for the massive amount of support. You got 7 W words in. That's wonderful. Your way with words, wheelie, makes me worry about your wonderment. You are waffly. No, I'm done. Put your name in for a different job at the same company or a different company? Hey chat, Naughty Pine put in for another job. Ah. I was supposed to tell him. A different place entirely? Oh well, fingers crossed for you. Wouldn't that be a lovely thing to find out for the holidays? Also, have you played Dysmantle? Or Last Stand? Last Stand was great. You missed the entire... Last Stand's on YouTube. You should watch the Last Stand playthrough. Oh, and I'm finally getting around to putting up the Dark Pictures anthology on YouTube. Don't hold your breath there. Last Stand is... Well, this is Dysmantle, which is just a straight playthrough. I want to say survival crafter, but it's more like a survival destructor. It's been fun. Very cathartic, destroying things. Last Stand's roguelite at its finest. Absolute gem of a game. Scavenger. Oh, you saw the intergalactic fishing? Dude, if you need time to kill, that's a great game. The actual game itself is the tutorial for the never-ending supply of relaxation therapy it will provide. It's just a like a pretty cool little fishing game. But yeah, the actual story through the game ends and you just keep doing all the fishing in these randomly generated lakes and stuff, but you learn how to fish in the game, in the story of the game, and all the things in it. And it's pretty simple, but it's cool. So the idea, you go to other lakes and you have no idea what fish are in there until you catch them, and then from catching them and dissecting them, you learn about what they would like in a lure and where they like to live and stuff, so you can focus on catching more of those fish. I really like that. That was fun play. I've played a little bit of it off stream because it's something that I can jump into for like 10 minutes. But currently, so I started playing this Naughty Pine and I loved it. And so I played it more, and then I made the decision, that's it, I'm 100%ing this. And then we did all the things, and because I was enjoying it, most of it didn't feel grindy. Until one moment happened. And we did some things. It felt a little bit grindy, but I was still okay with it. It was only a little bit for one part. Except one of the things we needed to do was sleep in-game for a massive amount of time. You get a buff when you sleep. And we got to the end of the game, and I'm literally just sort of mucking around doing nothing because we can't sleep yet because we woke up only so many hours before. There's a phone left in the mansion. I slept 9 hours ago. Oh, look at it. Yeah, that stupid phone. Where are we up to, though? 69. Nice. Hours and 12 minutes. I'm pretty sure all we have to do is go to where that last fight was and get on the actual escape pod, and that's it. So we've been hanging around for an hour and a half, literally just waiting. We did have to wait for some potatoes and for some wheat, but that wasn't very good. And one tiny little quest that we just did in like 3 seconds. So I don't know what we're going to play for the rest of today after this, or if I'm going to have a nap. Unexplored space. Yeah, I don't think you can get to that. Because, hills. You could possibly get down into there if you don't die, but we could try. We got time to kill. You made it to the end of Walking Dead, didn't you, Naughty Pine? I think you mentioned something about crying more this time through than when you actually played it. Oh, let's destroy the big truck. The end of Walking Dead. It was so good. I'm so glad that got recommended. Can we destroy... Huh, there was water flowing out of that pipe before. Shouldn't there be water flowing out of the ground now? Me too. I always feel bad when people want me to play a game and I end up not liking it. Go do some exploration on that bit that possibly can't be explored. This is near the ending anyway. Oh, I wonder if we can destroy this. No. Like, I want to walk this way. Get out of my way. Before we go walking off into a spot that we can't get back from, we'll go camp somewhere that'll be a good return point in case we have to take the blue pills. And I guess we're going to find out what happens with this king. Are we the king? The only thing I can think of that makes sense is we're the immortal king. Which sounds kind of cool. I like the idea of being the immortal king. Okay. So out that way would require us to... I think we can get there from here. Oh, I thought that was going to be a drop, but it's not. It's a rise. Okay, that's a death fall. No, it looks like we can't get down to those areas. Start throwing rocks down and build a ramp. That's it. I like the idea of you having a fully autonomous job from home. What I'm going to do is get Chromo to fire that person that he's working with. Yeah, Chromo hired someone. So now he works in the office for someone else and he needs to set a good example so he doesn't go on Twitch anymore. He realized the mistake of his ways when it happened, but there was nothing he could do. I had a fleeting thought yesterday. We were talking chess. I'm like, oh, I could, if ever I want to produce some terrible content, I could load up chess.com and have an account where I go through the ropes of learning how to play chess. It didn't actually it got more positive feedback than I thought it would, but I don't think I could go through it. I know how the pieces move, and some sort of strategy-ish, very, very light, and but you know, like I learned how the pieces moved at a very young age, and then sort of did nothing with that until I was, I think, like 11 or 12, and then had some. We could go almost formal lesson situations, but yeah, then only for a couple of years, and then that was about it. Sort of fizzled away after that, and if I had zero knowledge, that would be kind of cool. I'm not saying it wouldn't happen, but how do you go to the point of having zero knowledge of chess? And being, you know what, I'm going to go to chess.com and do all the tutorials and learn how to be good at chess. Probably the same way. Has anyone seen the video of Gary Kasparov playing Hearthstone? He thought he was going up against an AI opponent, but they put him up against Slisser. He's the guy that lost to Deep Blue. Was that back in the 80s or something? 90s? It was his first loss. And when he said it was his like first loss to anyone and was a computer. I mean, granted, the guys at IBM are pretty smart. I'm pretty sure he came back and won the rematch though. But anyway, yeah. He plays Hearthstone now. So if doing well in Hearthstone wasn't bad enough before, and we have like chess grandmasters, like the best chess grandmasters in the world playing it. I'm glad I stopped playing a while ago. Gary Kasparov. To check it out. Oh, you should check out the check out the Ryan Reynolds videos we were talking about at the start of the stream. You watch several will show up now at the mere mention of his name. Which ones? Ryan Reynolds' vasectomy is probably the top of the list. But there's also one where he buys the... Legitimately, he bought the Wrexham Football Club in Wrexham. And they did a video about that with the other guy that bought it with him. And that was hilarious. It's hilarious. They got a translator there. It's in Wales. So they wanted someone to translate into Welsh what they were saying. And she roasts them so hard. But definitely the Ryan Reynolds vasectomy. Great video. Oh, Kevin James, I miss baseball. I'm thinking about that right now. We sleep yet? I'm gonna go to the fireplace see if we can sleep yet. I want to win this game. Man, where was the power for this when we were clearing out the bunkers? This thing just demolishes. Magic door. Oh, you've got two kids, Nutty Pie, and I think that vasectomy video, you'll think it's even funnier than most people would. Oh, okay, because there was two here. Wait, why does it say I use my key every time? Oh, okay. Can I sleep now, please? I'm not yet, but I'm getting sleepy. Dude's gone on a tear. I need safety rails where we're going. I destroy enough of the thing I'm standing on. Do we fall? It doesn't seem very wise, destroying the pieces underneath the ledges we're standing on. Get it. Can't damage it with this tool. Tragedy. Corpesh. It's got a great noise. almost at sleep time, I think. I thought I was too, breaking into the cliffside. I was hoping it'd be like a secret tunnel or something. Clearing the area for a clean takeoff. I don't want any chance of tree falling in the woods or anything, ruining our escape. Welcome back, Naughty Pine. Did you get a vasectomy? That's the best thing after recommending that video. I was asking someone. Yeah. Did you miss baseball with Kevin James though? That's the important question. Oh man, we're about to finish this. They actually bought the football club. And it's a meme. Well, they're probably going to make money off the deal. The club's had record membership purchases this year. It's pretty cool, yeah. So they've saved this little Welsh, like third grade. Well, third grade is not in school grade, but I think they're in like the third division. I think it's the lowest division in English soccer you can get. They're not a Premier League club. From going under because they can. And yeah, they'll probably turn a profit up. Oh, we leveled up. Well, looks like an end of the game. No, we're waiting for the. We think 4 o'clock is going to be when I can rest again, and it's the last rest I need to get the last medal. And then I'll I need to do is get in the escape pod and game's over. Oh, we're sleeping. That was refreshing. Oh man, when it didn't give me that medal, I'm like, what? There it is. And we got all the recipes. Everything's been cooked. Everything's been upgraded to max. Everything's been done. Oh, it's on Steam though, so there's no plat medals. Oh, okay. So, yeah, it gave it to me and then said you've got to get 10,000 sleep hours afterwards, and I'm like, no. Or if unlocking all the medals unlocks something else because you've got all the medals. I got a nice clear platform for the escape pod. Let's do this, chat. Well, goodbye. Final achievement unlocked. Escape the island. Boom, your head explodes. Cool. Skip.
This is an automated recording sent from K23, the Crown Station. All working evacuation transports are outbound. Please keep calm and wait for the maintenance.
So I escaped and left everything behind. Again. There was the accident, of course. Something wrong with the escape pod thruster. I lost my arm, but that was only the beginning.
You broke 20,665 objects. You slayed 6,725 monsters. You caught 1,001 fish. You killed 146 animals. You tamed 81 animals. You murdered 618 trees. You traveled 405,221 meters. You slept 278 hours. You dug up 97 treasures. You grew 832 plants. You built 210 structures. You rested 546 times at campfires. You picked up and stored 61,674 materials. You died 67 times. You played 69 hours. Nice. You were not vegan. Hey, Pop, how you doing, man? And we done skis. A fantastic game. I liked it.